Oh, am I on? Am I on? You in there? Hi, my name is Misty. I am broker and owner of Black Belt Realty here in North Dallas. I have a real estate PSA that I'd like to share with everybody today. And this one is an important one. It's for any real estate purchase that you might be thinking about doing. Okay, scenario one. I have a buyer that calls me up on the phone and says, I have a pre-qual letter from my lender for $300,000. I love this area you have a listing in. Can you please schedule some showings that we can take a look at this weekend? I say, great, sounds wonderful. I will set up those showings and I will see you on Saturday. We go to 3 different homes in the area. I show them my listing and the buyers are all upset because the properties that I showed them were $400,000 plus and their pre-qual letter was only for $300,000. They're mad at me because I'm wasting their time showing them homes that they can't afford. And now I've got sellers that are mad at me because I'm showing their home and basically kicking them out and taking their dog and their baby, out of the house for a couple hours so that I can show their home to some buyers that can't afford it anyway. So they're pissed off at me. The buyer's pissed off at me. I'm not doing my job as an agent and nobody's happy. It's a big shitstorm, okay? So that's scenario one. So let's move that over aside for a minute while I go to scenario two, okay? Hold on. Okay, scenario two. Prospective buyer calls me and says, hi, I saw that you have a listing in McKinney Estates and I'd like to take a look at it. Can I schedule a showing for that home and maybe some others in the area? I like the area. Me as a agent doing my due diligence, I say, okay, great. Can you please send me over your pre-qual letter? And once I have that, then I can, schedule those showings and we can meet on Saturday. Prospective buyer on the phone proceeds to tell me that they don't have a pre-qual letter yet. They haven't spoken with the lender, but they still want to go ahead and see the homes in this area because they really like it and they want to see if that's the area for them. So I politely say, well, I'm so sorry, but I can't show you homes in the area unless we have a pre-qualification letter. And sellers really only want to show their home to prospective buyers that can't afford and to show proof that they are legitimate buyers. I said, so, I am happy to show you those homes, but we need to hook you up with a lender so that one, we can make sure that you're pre-qualified, that you have everything that you need, that there's no hiccups in your credit that, you might be unaware of, and just to make sure that we're showing you the right price point of home because I don't want to show you a $400,000 house if you only qualify for $300,000. Why? Because that's going to irritate you. That's going to get your hopes up. I might show you a dream home that you're never going to be able to afford. So if you can get me that pre-qual letter first, with that pre-qual letter, I can determine a lot of things. I can determine that you are a qualified buyer. I can determine what properties that I can recommend to you. Now, if you're adamant about not wanting to speak with the lender until you see the area and you like it and you want to check it out, that is totally up to you. However, in that scenario, what you need to do as a prospective buyer is look for open houses. Okay? Hop onto Zillow. You can contact an agent to get a list of any open houses that might be in this area. They can send you that list. That's really easy to do. I'm happy to do something like that. I can even send you a list of all the available homes in that area so you can see what the price point is. Okay, so back to scenario one. The agent wasted your time in showing you homes that you either couldn't purchase for one reason or other. Okay, so that scenario made sense, right? So look at scenario two. So as a prospective buyer, when you call an agent wanting to see a house without a pre-qual letter, without any due diligence on your part, You have to understand the situation that you're putting your agent in. They have no information to go by as to price points and availability of homes on the market that you can afford or that you're willing to pay for. You're doing a disservice to the sellers and the listing agents in the area because with every showing, basically you're kicking them out of their house. So what's the point of all my babble today in this PSA is if you're a buyer or a prospective buyer and you're thinking about moving, thinking about upgrading, thinking about buying your first home or your first piece of property, the very first thing that you should do before anything else is contact a loan officer, your banker, mortgage broker, so that you can see what you can comfortably afford, how much money you may need to put down, what your price point needs to be, if there's anything on your credit that you can do to increase your FICO score if you need to, or make adjustments. Is that a dog? Aww. All of these items that your lender can take care of are very important so that you are ready and comfortable with your purchase decision, whatever that may be. So if you're looking at homes at $400,000 and then you go to your lender and find out that you can only comfortably purchase something up to $300,000 because you only want to put so much down, or maybe the taxes and insurance are a lot higher than you thought they were, because it's not just your mortgage that you have to consider in your payments. You also have to consider your taxes and your insurance that are going to be required to pay. So to have all of that information up front, that way you don't become frustrated and irritated. You want to be productive with your time. As your agent, I want to work hard for you, but I can't work blindly. The more information I know, the more productivity we can do in finding the best home for you at the price that you can afford. I hate talking so much.